Hey y'all, welcome back to Juju Sugar and Salt with Judy Smith. I am going to show y'all today what everybody's been asking me about, what I promised y'all, chocolate gravy. If you are a true Southerner, I know you know what chocolate gravy is, or you should. When we got old enough to reach the stove, that's what my grandma would teach us to cook, chocolate gravy. That'd be the first thing we'd learn how to cook. And I have failed my sons because I hadn't taught them. Guess I need to do that. So anyways, let me just get into this and tell y'all first, never ever 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 substitute your chocolate. What kind of chocolate do we use? Hershey's. You have to use Hershey's, okay? I am a true blue Hershey's person. Let me show y'all one of my very prized possessions in my kitchen. Come over here. This is my Hershey tin collection. Okay, look at this one right here, y'all. This is so old. It's got the price stamped on the bottom, 37 cents. You are not going to pay 37 cents for nothing like this today. And if you see at the top, it's metal. We used to make our cocoa we drink out of this stuff because my mom didn't buy the instant stuff. And you know what? This makes the best cocoa. Get your little spoon and put it up under that thing and pop it open, nothing like it. Okay, and over here, come over here, Matthew, and show them my very prized possession. This is my mama's handwritten fudge recipe. My mom passed away in '07. Nobody can cook that fudge in the family. We've all tried. I've tried and tried and tried. I can't make it. And that's my favorite fudge, maybe one day. So anyways, okay, let's get into this recipe. Chocolate gravy. Everybody come spend the night with us. My mom would cook us chocolate gravy, even my sister's friends, and they still talk about it. And I'm going to use my Grandma Taylor's recipe. This is the recipe we learned on. I'm going to turn this light on. This is not how I cook it now because it calls for a can of cream, and I have to make a great big pot. That will be a whole lot of cream. So I've kind of altered that, but I'm going to stick to her recipe today and show y'all how she done it. If my Grandma Taylor would have lived 6 more months, she would have been 102. And she loved her sweets, and everybody talked about my Grandma Taylor's sweets. They just loved them. So I already have, this is what we're going to put: Hershey's cocoa, Hershey's, the cocoa powder, evaporated milk, and I'm going to put some little water, self-rising flour, and sugar. I already have my sugar measured out in here. You're going to start, now this recipe feeds maybe 2 people. Depending on how much, if you eat as much as we do, it might feed 1. No, maybe 2 people. But anyways, you're going to go with a cup of sugar, just a cup of sugar. Put all of your dry ingredients in there first. And we're going to do 3 tablespoons of self-rising flour. That's what's going to make your gravy get thick. 1, 2, and it really don't even hurt if you put a little extra flour in there and make sure your gravy gets as thick as you want it to. Then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of your Hershey's cocoa. 2 tablespoons. This is full. I just bought it, so I'm probably going to make a mess trying to get it out of here. 1, 2. Okay, I'm going to wash this cocoa off my hands real quick. Okay, so next we are going to, I'm going to turn my water for it. I'm going to turn it on, let it get a little bit hot. You're going to mix up your dry ingredients before you put your wet ingredients in there. Mix it up real good until it's all mixed together good. See how it's kind of all mixed together? It's kind of a light brown. Your flour's mixed up good. That's the main thing, get your flour mixed up good. Okay, and you're going to put a cup of water, and I like to get mine hot. It kind of dissolves the cocoa. This isn't real hot. Let's see. I'm running my dishwasher, so it may not get very hot. Okay, and the way I do it, whoop, I'm making a mess, look at that. I'm gonna mix just a little bit. See, I do make messes. Okay, I'm gonna mix just a little bit to start mixing my stuff, because it mixes a little bit better if you don't pour all the liquid in there at one time. Because if not, you're going to have clumps of everything. But it will cook down as you're cooking. See how it's breaking up in there? Now, as I'm putting this dry ingredients on, I'm going to go ahead and turn my stove on about just a little bit above medium. I may have to turn it down in a minute. Okay, I'm going to put the rest of this water. And I'm going to put my cream. Evaporated milk. You're going to use the whole can and get it mixed in there real good. Okay. Now we're just going to let it cook. The trick is you have to keep this stuff stirred, if not it'll stick on the bottom. I may turn it up just a little bit and be in a hurry since we are videoing. I already got my biscuits ready over there. See, right now it's really running. It's like water, but it's gonna get thick like gravy. And when it's done, you have to get you out one of them good dipping spoons to get it out with. Yes, sir. Good stuff. I already had my biscuits cooked. Oh, Lord, y'all, let me tell you. They have something to be desired for sure. You know, I told y'all my stove does not work. My stove works, my oven is not working. So I had to cook them in the toaster oven. First time I ever done that. Oh no, they just don't cook as good in the toaster oven. I guess they'd be alright though. I can remember my grandma telling stories about cooking chocolate gravy when all the grandkids would be over. She said she would cook 100 biscuits to feed the grandkids, and they just fight over the biscuits. You have your butter over here too, but we're not going to put that in to the very end. I'm going to turn that just a little bit. I'm speeding through mine though. I told him last time to pause while I'm cooking. He says he can't do that. Right? Mm-hmm. So it's Saturday, y'all. And like I told y'all last time I cooked on a Saturday, I'm usually still in my pajamas. But I did go ahead and get dressed for y'all. But you see, I'm very casual. Got on my Mickey Mouse shirt. I love Mickey. Oh, it's starting to cook up good now. It's getting hot, getting a little bit thicker. I can feel it. I can feel it. See, it's starting to look creamier. In my recipe that I cook for my family, which I don't really measure anything at all, I just throw it all together, just throw it all in there. Now, I don't even use cream anymore, I just use milk. But I wanted to show y'all the recipe that we all learned on. My sister made me a family cookbook years ago and had a lot of people from our family to do write down recipes, and I use it all the time. You know, if you got certain things you like for your family and stuff, it's a good idea to write them down, because if not, when you're gone, how are they going to cook them? I use my grandma and my mama's recipes all the time. My grandma Taylor loved to cook her some sweets. It's getting good, and I'm going to turn it down just a little bit now. I don't want it to burn on the bottom. You just have to be sure you keep it stirred. If you don't, it'll stick on the bottom and scorch. So it's really a good idea to cook it on a lower. See how it's kind of looking a little bit different as it's sloshing around? It's because it's starting to get a little bit thick. Are we having fun, y'all? Y'all gonna go make y'all some chocolate gravy and biscuits? Oh, it's getting good and thick now. Look at that. See that, Matthew? See the difference? Mm-hmm. Matthew is a man of few words. See how it's stirring a little bit different? It's starting to get thick. And you'll be able to tell while you're stirring it when it gets thick like a gravy. We are almost there. When I mentioned that I was making I'd make chocolate gravy on one of my videos, everybody's like, oh man, I remember coming to your house and spending the night and eating chocolate gravy every time. Some of my friends even told me they came to my house just to see my mama. My mom had a beauty salon, and it was connected to our house. So, you know, they come over, we go out and fix our hair in that beauty shop. Everybody come to my house, get ready for prom and stuff. Yeah. Okay, see how it's getting thicker? See? It's starting to boil a little bit. It's getting thick now. See, at first it was like water. You see how you can tell the difference in the stirring? It's about done. And I'll let mine get pretty thick. See how thick it's getting? We almost there, folks. And you can feel on the bottom, and as you can see, I'm stirring a little bit quicker all around because it's just, I don't want it to stick everywhere. See how thick it is now? Say just another minute and we'll be able to put this butter in here. You know, Matthew, I think this is the first time I've ever fixed you any chocolate gravy with Grandma Taylor's recipe.
That's right.
You are getting a treat today. Yeah, it's better than what I usually cook. I just take the lazy way out when I do it for the family. Okay, it's about as thick as it needs to be, just about. Give it another minute. I want to make sure to get it thick, because when you put this butter in there and it gets melted good, then it's gonna kind of make it to where it's not as thick as we've cooked it. It'll thin it out a little bit. Let's boil. See, I got it to a boil. see. Getting thick. And if you want to put just a little bit more flour in there, it's not going to hurt it. It'll just make it even a little bit thicker if you like it thicker. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off. Half a stick of butter. I already have it measured out. Just go ahead and plop that on in there. Just stir it, stir it, stir it until it's melted. Oh man, it smells good. Like I need some chocolate gravy. Move it over here off the heat. Butter's melting in there good. It's almost ready. Let's put on our biscuits. Normally I break my biscuits up in little pieces. But this time I just opened them up so you can see it better. So I got my biscuits open up. I'm just gonna mix that butter a little bit more. And I normally get mine a little bit thicker than this too, but it'll still be good. Ta-da! Chocolate gravy and biscuits. You probably do want to get a little bit thicker. I usually do. There you go, chocolate gravy and biscuits. Now eat and enjoy. Good stuff right there. So y'all let me know if y'all make that, okay? I don't know what I'll be doing next time. I guess we'll wait and see. It'd be a surprise to me too. Well, anyways, thanks for, oh, I was going to let y'all know all the details, measurements, and the recipe will be listed underneath in the details. I'll list the ingredients and all that underneath the video in the details. And be sure to subscribe, share my videos, subscribe, push the like button, get it all out there, okay? Tell your friends if they want to get fat to watch me because I make some fattening stuff. So anyways, y'all have a good weekend and I'll see y'all next time.